Ladies and gentlemen, after a long wait, almost 3 months, we are back and we're going to continue right where we left off. It is our speed run with a lofty goal of 2200 ELO here in Rapid Chess on chess.com. So, with that being said, let's get started. And we are playing Spanish player Rubicon 101. And we're back to our Sicilian days. Let's bring out our knight to c6, and we're going to capture this pawn, and we'll bring out this knight as well. And we're going to play what I believe they call the four knights Sicilian with this move here. Although, of course, the opening info isn't available. He pins our bishop down, and I want to think about the best move here. The natural response is... yeah, I think we are going to bring our bishop to e7. Don't want to spend too much time in this opening phase, but I believe that's the move. I should definitely know, but all right. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Took a summer break. I was, needless to say, busy. I'm not a fan of when people say, I've been so busy, but let's just say I lived in 3 different countries since we last talked. USA, Canada, Italy, Spain. Maybe that's 4 if my math is correct. And, well, I see 2 attackers on this bishop if we go here, but he could, of course, intermezzo. One idea is just to castle. One idea is to come here and hit this twice. One idea is to take here. There's a lot of ideas. Maybe castling is just the most standard and simple. I'm sure a lot of those options were good. We're playing a 2135 and we're 2133, so already pretty high rated. It's definitely not going to be easy. Rubicon 101, I hope you're having a great day. I'm currently in Spain as well. And let's see what he has in store for us. If I click refresh, do I get the opening info? No, still not. It's loading though, apparently. Okay. So now what? He goes a3. Something tells me I want to get rid of this bishop. He'll probably drop back. We play h6, he'll probably go bishop h4. If not, we can capture on f6. And then we'd be hitting this knight twice. So he'd probably capture, we capture, he slides back again. Maybe we expand in the center. Let's see what happens. Good to be back on chess.com. I'm generally a Lichess player, so I haven't even used my account in like months. But it is nice to be back. I like chess.com. Despite using Lichess mainly, I do like chess.com. And, okay, he's taking a think here. We have about a 30-second time advantage here early on. And we have a 2-point ELO disadvantage. He's 2135 or 2133. Let's see what he plays next. Opponent is still deep in the tank. I paused the video, a couple minutes have passed. Down to 6 minutes. So I don't know why he's thinking this long. It's almost as if he's away from the keyboard. But let's keep waiting for a move. Hopefully we get one soon. So he finally drops his bishop back to h4 after almost 4 minutes of thought, which is very surprising to say the least. One idea is to pin this and try to go after this knight, but it seems a little bit gimmicky. I don't think that's going to work. But I'll try it anyway. So let's bring our queen out to a5. There is a little bit of pressure. For example, this is now no longer protecting the bishop. So if he does this, I mean, well, we would do this, and then that. But then there's this. So it's a lot to calculate. There's actually a lot of tension in the air. There's this move. If he captures here, what are we going to do? Probably just take back like this. Or maybe this. I am concerned for our opponent's time usage, though. He's already down to 4.5 minutes. We have 8. So that's promising. Okay, so here we are. He has 25 seconds left. Very odd behavior. And we're going to get the win, but it came in a very strange way. Very odd. Very, very odd. Let's play another game, and hopefully we get a real game. But that was just beyond weird. I guess we can look at the accuracy really quickly. So let's go over here. And here it is. Okay, so yeah, both of us were playing perfectly well. No mistakes yet. That was an inaccuracy at the end. Okay, so let's come back to another game. I guess we'll take the win, but it wasn't how I imagined the first game back. So let's play another. And we are currently seeking a new opponent. And it looks like we have a very high-rated opponent who aborts the game. He's playing out of the country of Iraq, I believe. Dr. Kazim, and he didn't want to play us. So let's try again. Third time's the charm. And we should finally get a good game here soon. We're playing Tomislav 1992 out of Croatia. And okay, we get a 4 knights Scotch. We like this opening. Ooh, we really like this. So in general, you should never capture this knight, because now you develop our queen. And I think the best move is bringing our bishop to f4, but practically speaking, I think g5 is even harder to deal with. So we could give a check right now, which is probably what I'm going to do. We obviously get out of the way of the bishop. And also this was kind of scary with this check. And here, instead of taking with that, let's take with the bishop, force him to take with his pawn, and then maybe we line up something like this, but of course our bishop protects our queen. So he has to take with that. Two options are either take it or just slide here. I suppose we could slide back here. But if we do this, he'll definitely just do this. And then we can slide here maybe. And then we castle. So boom, he'll definitely play this. We slide back here. He might play this. We castle. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll see if that was right or wrong later, but I'm assuming he'll play c6 here. He does. Yeah, let's drop back here. If he does this, we're going to just go f3 and solidify our pawns. Which we might, well, we can castle first. This pawn might be, okay, so yeah, he does this. Now it's tempting to play this move, I would say. I think it's tempting to play this move. Yeah, so this pawn is currently protected twice, and we gotta watch out we cannot put a rook there. Sliding over, playing this is also an option. I like this move just because I want to limit this bishop. Maybe we do this next, whereas previously he could have come here and hit our queen. So like, let's see. What is this? He cannot slide here. He'd have to go here. But that seems pretty good. I'm assuming he'll slide his bishop back. Takes and we get mated. Wow. That was tricky. Takes and we get checkmated. That was tricky. He's not threatening checkmate now though. So what if we do this? It's an intermezzo. It's an intermezzo move. Because now, yeah, okay, so now we can take that. But damn it, now he's hitting our... Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Okay, let's stay calm. And he ends up getting 2 pawns out of it. Wow, that was very creative, very clever. That's why it's always a good idea to slide your queen over, or your king rather, which is something I did want to play, but damn it. Gotta give him credit where credit's due. We gotta keep these 2 pawns protected, so maybe I will... This isn't comfortable, but let's play this move. Alright, we're obviously not just going to give up. He's still hitting this twice. Not my favorite move to make either, but let's play this. 2154. We can now play this. There's no checks from the queen other than this one, but we get the pawn back. Yeah, good tactics by him. Very good tactics. See, now what I'd like to play is this move. Aiming for this, and then maybe this. Okay, he does this one. Yeah, if we do this, he has this move, which hurts. Probably can't afford to just trade the queens. It does fix our structure a little bit. There's this, but yeah, it's protected plenty of times. Slide back. We're getting crushed both on the clock and on the board, and now he's hitting this. Yeah, this is not looking good. Pushes there. Honestly, like, we need to just give up the queen because there's this move coming too. Wow. I feel like I'm getting destroyed. Credit to our opponent. I might have just blundered something too. Yeah, like this. Yeah, if we came here, I think it was close to a mate. Or maybe it is anyway. We got destroyed. We really did. Gotta give credit to our opponent. I should have slid my king over when I had the chance. Wow, terrible game. So again, don't do this because we have a +1. Let me show you guys the full view. And yeah, this was all great, and we have a +2 almost. This was the other move I considered, which in retrospect... So the follow-up should have been... Oh, dude, I didn't even see that a pawn was hanging. Should have looked harder. Okay, we made this mistake. Yeah, like sliding here would have been a good idea. Yeah, it's a solid choice. Once again, yeah, that would have been best. Always play that move. If we learned anything, it was that. That was genius. Blunders. Because now I have this move. Everything's easier in retrospect, right? He cannot protect the bishop. If he comes here, we still just take it. And we're up a piece with an open king we can play on. Alright. Yeah. -3, and it just got worse and worse. What was I supposed to do here? I mean, it was over already, but just this? No. I don't see what the best move is. No. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Alright, but we got one awkward win and one loss, and we're right back where we started, so let's continue our journey tomorrow, guys. Thank you for watching. It's good to be back, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.